Hello. Hello, everybody. What's happening? I just wanted to do a quick live. See if anybody else shows up. Just wanted to express some gratitude and some thankfulness. And just shoot the shit a little bit. Or a little bit more, I should say. Can you guys hear me okay? Sound check. Mic check. Check, 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 check. Hey, hey. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Did you have fun on your first live stream today? I guess technically it's not really your first. It was just your first on your channel, right? I thought about trying to do this on my drive home because I left the shop kind of late today, and oh my god, traffic is a nightmare. I figured I could just turn my camera on and face it forward, and you guys could see me drive 30 something miles at an average of like probably 6 miles an hour. Well, I guess it would be more than that. I guess the average would be more than that. Maybe like, I don't know, 14 miles an hour. It sucks. Spend billions and billions of dollars on in 10 years of construction on an area of notorious area of highway in the area I live in. It did absolutely no good. And if you do want to alleviate your stress in sitting in that traffic, you got to pay $10 one way to do it. Ridiculous. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. It was my first of my own, but I enjoyed it. More for everyone else hanging out than for myself. Thanks for supporting me, you too. Yeah, Voodoo Queen's not home yet. She'll be home here in about, probably about a half hour. And I'll tell her. But yeah, I tell you, I enjoyed. I wasn't able to be in the chat very much uh, because I was working, but yeah, I enjoyed hearing it. It really, especially the ghost stories and the talk about the history and the castles and all of that stuff. It was really taking me back, because uh, you guys are really good with that stuff. I am. What the shit? I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, that scared the hell out of me. Made me lose my train of thought too. It sounded like it was coming right through our back fence. Uh, what was I saying? I don't have no idea what the fuck that was. I haven't got a clue. I mean, it was an automobile for sure, but at first it sounded. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Anyway, no, I'm very. I am impressed with with all of your just the wealth of knowledge, the historical knowledge, and the cultural significance, and all of that. You know, of you know, past and present. It's just it's amazing to me. I'm in awe of it. Got a poltergeist or an angry swamp ape. I don't know. It sounded like at first I thought somebody blew a tire right behind the house in the alley. Uh, but I think what it was I think it was a backfiring engine uh, of what sounds like a to me to be a V8 muscle car engine, but I don't know. I didn't hear it drive away. I think it was on the street adjacent to me or parallel with me, but on the other side of the row of houses. I think that's where it's at. So whatever happened, I think it just died because I didn't hear it drive away or even limp away. So and I think it's entirely possible that the bottom end of their engine right now is sitting on the ground. I don't know. See, I think Sheila would be a great guest with her archaeological experience or archae. I'm not sure right now. Yeah, I think so too. That was really cool. I did not know that about Sheila. That was really awesome. And I didn't know that Deni had a channel before. Uh, she was really impressive with there as well. I enjoyed listening to her. I really enjoyed the ghost story she told. But yeah, I just wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to come on and express my gratitude for that. I meant it when I said it made it. It almost felt like home. It really did. Um, and I hope, I really hope everything's okay with our friend, and she does come back. Um, it's just not the same without her. It's really not. And I really appreciate what you said too for us. Hey, Witch, how are you doing? Um, good to see you. Yeah, I really appreciate what you said. About we'll keep holding down the fort. Until it's time. And I was like, right on, man, right on. I really appreciated that. We'll do what we can, and express our love and gratitude for what's been given to us thus far. Right? I mean, that was just kind of how I was feeling today. Yeah. I mean, when you brought up Kiss, when you brought up Wish You Were Here, I mean, it actually brought tears to my eyes because, uh, I know that song intimately. I know how to play it and sing it on the guitar. And that was the idea you gave me. I thought that would be really cool. Just, one night. I don't really feel like doing it tonight because I'm just really not prepared for it. But I'm actually a little bit rusty. I need to go through some of those songs that I do know and really sit down and practice them. But yeah, plus I got that whole nerves thing going on. I get nervous. But no, I just wanted to say thanks to y'all. And I'm really glad Voodoo got up there to you know kind of alleviate the stress. She had texted me right before you went live, and she said that she was listening to a podcast today. Today is the ninth anniversary of the Sandy Hook school shooting, and she said it was really good, and I guess some of the parents were on this podcast. I didn't listen to it or click over to it. She didn't send me the link, first off. But second off, I didn't listen to it because I was all wrapped up. Like I've said before, I've been all wrapped up in this Kim Potter trial. Um, and But she said it was making her, feel really grateful and um, humble, listening to the parents. Some of the parents talk about the tragedy that they went through. Hey, Green Eyes, um, and well, you've been at this for a while, but um, glad you're here though. And I said, yeah, I can't believe it's been 9 years, and she told me how much she loved me, and I said, I love you too, And I said, by the way, Kiss is going to go live in about 30 minutes, and you know, she just jumped right on that. She's very supportive of all of y'all. Um, I don't want to say anything about how she can tend to be sometimes towards other people, but she'll say it. I'll let her say it. But she does. She loves. She loves all you guys. It's actually, Bam's chat has been a really kind of for her. I think it's brought her out of her internet shell. She doesn't normally chat. She doesn't normally talk to other people. You know, I don't want to call her antisocial. Like I said, I'll let her. Like, that's the way she is. I mean, she can be a social butterfly when she chooses to be, but she doesn't necessarily want to be. But she's really enjoyed Bam's channel. I know that. I can't believe she went on camera today. I was like, my jaw almost hit the floor. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't think she would do that in a million years. Let's see. Took it for service, but for some reason, when I bought the car in January, they never registered it with QLD roads. I've been driving around for 12 months with no registration, for fuck's sakes. Oh shit. Well, you guys locked your borders down, right? I mean, they here in the states that last year they were actually like not even pulling people over for that kind of shit, which normally they would pull you over here in the states real quick. No register, even if it's expired. I mean, if it's, I think it's like they give you like 5 days grace period over the date that the new month or whatever. And then they catch you. They're going to write you a ticket for it. I really appreciated her coming up because I was nervous of fucking up. I just get the feeling that there's some bloating going on, that we're all fragmented. So I thought, fuck it, we're meeting. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was taking some shit for some stuff I said on somebody else's channel, and the pasty skinned redheaded martial artist asked me to not name them by names. And while I'm thankful for some of the things that one of them said, you know, I guess people just don't like to be told that you kind of brought this shit on yourself. Because at the end of the day, I'll say it again, if it wasn't for certain things, I'm not talking about, well, how can I say this? It's my opinion. Well, let me say it this way. Unless I've met you, like met you, you're not going to get anything that you're going to throw at me on the internet. That's all there is to it. Hey, babe.
He's been around forever.
What?
I said he's been around forever, people. He's old.
And crotchety on these issues. So, anyway, Voodoo Queen is home. Kiss my ex. Very appreciative of you going up.
Oh, I enjoyed myself. I'm glad she.
You must have.
I did.
You went on camera and everything.
I did because I had my face on.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I had to be on camera for work, so I was like, I'm milking this fucking makeup all day.
Well, I mean, it takes all that time and effort, so might as well. Love you too.
I'm going
Yeah, I don't know. If there is, at least it's not, like some big fucking party or something. I mean, I can't say it's all been respectful or even rational, but it is what it is. That's the internet. I'm not gonna bitch about that kind of shit. You know. Let's see. Hey, Green Eyes. Yeah, yeah. Hey, great live this morning. Yes, it was. It was an excellent live. If I had an accident, my insurance would be void though. I guess Green Eyes. You mean if uh, it wouldn't be covered if the car wasn't registered in your name? Hmm. Or at least that's the way. Well, I don't know if it works. I would assume it would work the same way over here. Not going to be covered on a car that's not mine unless it's not like unless I was driving the vehicle and I was listed as one of the drivers of the vehicle, but not the owner of the vehicle. Let's see. So much love, absolutely no structure. But what the hell? It's structure. I mean, you winged it perfectly, right? Right, Lady Witch? Where's the fun in that? That's right. I thought you did excellent. I thought it was. I thought you did phenomenal. Uh, that was very good. Way better than my first one. I mean, you did real. Hell, I couldn't. I was impressed that you were able to drop the link. I couldn't. Listen, my phone wouldn't do it. I have to okay. So right now, I've got StreamYard pulled up on my tablet. Okay, and I have YouTube pulled up on my phone. So what I have to do, and I have Android devices as well. Mine are Android. So what I have to do is when I open StreamYard, and Vanda helped me with this. Uh, you know, and by the way, Vanda, if you're listening, we love you too, and I know you hid your channel and you got your own reasons and everything. But listen, if you're listening or you hear this, you're always welcome to come in here and chat if you feel like it. Miss the hell out of you. But anyways, Vanda helped me with this. She had me open it in Chrome. Just so I don't know if you have Chrome. I mean, surely you have Google Chrome over there. But I opened it in Chrome and StreamYard, that is. Just type StreamYard into the thing, into the search bar in Chrome, and the first link that pops up, I click on it, and then it shows me a screen where it's asking me if I want to create a broadcast, and what do I want to stream it to my YouTube channel. So I tell it yes, and I add the title, and then I add, and if I type a description, I type a description. I don't always do that. And then it's asked me if I want to enter a broadcast studio. At that point on Chrome, I go to the three little dots at the top right of whichever device I'm on, and I click those three dots. And one of the options when that tab opens up is is use desktop site instead of my Android software. I don't have to be on a desktop. I don't have to be on a laptop. It's just the Android software is slightly different from your Windows 10 or whatever it is that they're using nowadays. I haven't had a laptop in about 2 years. But that's how I do it. I click the use the desktop site, and then it refreshes, and I might even have to re-enter the broadcast studio again. I can't remember if I have to re-enter it or not, but that screen will automatically come up if I do have to re-enter the studio, and then I click that, and that's what takes me to my go live screen. So that's how I do it, and I don't know if you were still having issues with the modding and whatnot, but um,
Yeah.
that's why I started doing the. That's why I started streaming from the tablet and just opening YouTube on my phone, because then I could just mod. anyways, I don't know if that helped. Oh, the other thing I was wanting to tell you was those two that you ended up deleting today. I didn't see them because I wasn't in the chat, but I heard you say it was like VQ or VDQ dot something or something. That's some bot. That's some bot that's roaming around YouTube that's doing that. I've seen it, and I've seen it in a lot of different chats. That's just I don't know if you ever notice in the comment section. Sometimes you'll see that kind of shit, and it's like actually a link. Don't ever click that link, you know. So it's is it good? Oh, that's good. A lady that I went and did some work for over the weekend made some tabbouleh. I don't know what is it like the Lebanese or Mediterranean version of like cilantro or something,
Oh, no.
or not cilantro, ceviche. That's what I mean.
No, because there's no meat in it, but you could easily put some fish in it, and it would be divine. But it is like a little Mediterranean tomato salad, but it's got mint in it,
Gotcha.
and tomatoes, and lemon juice, and some onion. And I just think it is divine, and I think I have got to just start making my own.
Gotcha. So Lady Witch said, one, can't gloat too much over such a non-victory. Yeah, I agree with that. And two, wasn't their victory, and I think it stings a little. What do you mean, like it stings a little? Oh, you mean because technically it wasn't theirs? Yeah, I mean, and I'm still not understanding, you know, why it's okay for one party to talk about it, but not okay for the other party to talk about it. That kind of doesn't make sense to me because here in the United States,
It doesn't work that way.
it doesn't work that
No.
way. You're both parties are held to the same standard in the United
yeah.
States.
If you ask for a restraining order in the U.S. and you break it, you were the person that broke it. It's done.
Yeah.
It's not valid anymore.
I mean, and there may be stipulations on that I'm not aware of. I mean, listen, I've had like 4 restraining orders put on me, but those were custody. Me and my ex fighting over custody of our daughter 20 years ago, and
not because of something.
yeah, there was nothing there. Yeah, it wasn't like that. The deal is that every time you sue each other, a restraining order is issued. Now that doesn't mean that. Well, you do that to hurt the other party.
I didn't know that though.
But there was no. It wasn't involving domestic violence though.
Right.
What it is it's like it's a restraining order to keep me from, and the same for her. Like she can't. I can't go pick up the kid when I'm not supposed to have the kid from like the daycare, right?
Right.
Vice versa for her.
So it keeps y'all from talking about custody, and you're supposed to let it mediate out in court.
Right. Like the court says, well, the lawyers draw it up, right? The court says, okay, we're going to decide this issue at some point in the future.
You see that garlic goodness?
So it does look good. So you are obviously both parties are restrained. It's not the court. It's not like it's the judge going, okay, you're both restrained.
No.
That's just something that happens in custody cases, at least in Texas where I live.
I don't think they do that in Louisiana.
I don't know.
When my sister and her ex-husband were doing custody, I don't think that they did that.
Yeah. They just it's just a blanket thing. Like I said, I've had I think I think I've had 4 of them.
Get in here. Come on.
Because she sued me first and won custody, and then she went and did her thing, and then I sued her, and of course got the restraining order and all that shit, and it just went back and forth.
There's no food outside. No food for outside.
Anyway, let's see. Wasn't there victory at all? I think it stings a little. Yep. Green Eyes still on the phone.
I got to get my glasses so I can see chat.
Okay. It was great. Kiss. They don't need to be structured. They can take us anywhere and talk about anything. Yeah, that's true. I do like the improv. And Kiss My Ex is, I mean, good at it, right? I mean, she's a wealth of information. information. I've modded you all in celebration of my first live. Well, now we're now when we go over on your channel, just like here, we're gonna get made fun of because they're gonna say, "Oh, there's nothing but mods in the chat." Shut up. You're just jealous because you ain't got a fucking chat to be in or a wrench to swing around. Let's see. Green Eyes said we can whack each other. LOL. Yeah, we may be playing with ourselves for a while. You know what I mean, Green Eyes? Sorry. I had to do it. I had to. Lady Witch said, I love tabbouleh. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
so good.
I've had it. I just didn't want it Saturday. I was like, and she forced it on me. Like, I've got her Tupperware and everything.
I'm glad she did.
Like, I'm not driving all the way back out there to give her Tupperware back because I'm going to have to give it to Billy.
That's Dollar Tree. Come on.
Let's see. Green Eyes. Let's whack the bejesus out of each other when we're bored. Right? Lady Witch says, so now we're wrench collectors. Sweet. Yeah, I love wrenches. Wrenches are some of my favorite things. I love wrenches, obviously. So kiss my ex said I'm buying friends. Right. Here's a wrench. Stick around. Listen, there's some people. I don't know if y'all follow the drama community at all, but Alicia Clare, she does that. She wrenches everybody. Um, she'll de-wrench them. She'll wrench them at the beginning of the stream. Anybody that comes in, and then stragglers that come in, she just keeps wrenching them. And she does that. She said her theory was that it actually cuts down on the trolling, because at least while she's live on her panel, right, on her channel doing her thing, because there's so many people from other communities that on other channels. I'm saying that wrong. That hate each other.
Oh, they can't.
That like her.
Uh-huh.
So they're biased.
They have to
So yeah. So in other words, it keeps the dialogue open.
Oh.
Because ultimately, if two wrenches are going each other in her chat, she can choose to boot one for whatever reason or both. To me, it's actually a. I thought it was an interesting philosophy
theory
behind it.
Well, doesn't that guy Rex do the same thing?
I don't know if Rex does it or not. I think he does. I think
he made you answer a question, but you had a test.
Oh, well, no, I just told a couple of jokes in his chat, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna wrench this guy." That's all it was. I don't even know those people.
Yeah, but I think they're using the same theory.
Yeah, probably.
Now I need to go on Uber Eats and see if I can get more to do.
See, I have only have two wrenches, one on BAMs and one on here. Yeah, Kiss My Ex, the same thing here. I mean, I've got yours and I've got BAMs. That's it. Alicia will wrench me every once in a while, but I mean, she knows I'm not from that community, so.
Does she take them away at the end of her streams?
Sometimes she does. Like she's left mine on for a while, and I think even Rex, he hasn't taken mine away either, and I hardly. I mean, they go on so late. I'm usually in bed, and like I said, I don't really know those people. So I guess technically, sometimes I have four, but I mean, it's come and go. But yeah, it's not a contest. But let's see, Green Eyes said two kids, yeah, being de-wrenched too. Let's see, we have the envy of.
Oh, I know which.
What does she mean?
I think she's talking about.
Oh yes. The creator from Boston. Oh yeah, because we were all kicked out of there, right? We didn't leave of our own volition.
I think most people had been back and were listening because we weren't chatting. She assumed that people just chose a side.
Well, look, I'll say it. She doesn't do her fucking research.
I don't recall there being any event that made people choose sides.
Well,
that's the whole thing.
There was a little bit of one, and I'm still hesitant to bring it up, but
okay, then don't.
I didn't see it happen because I mean, fuck's sakes, I work a day job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could see what she was doing way back, and our friend and I had several conversations about it. I was not told by anyone to not do anything or do something or what the fuck ever. I already had my mind made up about several creators. Aunt Sally. Um, so, and you know, and I'm not going to call out the hypocrisy on that yet. We'll see where that goes, but I'm pretty sure it's headed down the same dark path.
I'll tell you some hypocrisy. There's no tabooling near us for Uber Eats.
Well, that's not hypocrisy. That's just a conspiracy.
Yes.
But I did notice some things with some people, you know, that hung out and in our chat, and you know, they because this much was made public because they were getting frozen out and getting the cold shoulder. They fucking chose to leave. You know, so I mean, the other thing, too is she doesn't do her research. I mean, I didn't listen to her entire 9-hour live last night. I skipped through a lot of it by fast forwarding because she never seemed to get the point. But I don't know, you know, that shit on, you know, that shit going on between Robbie and AJ.
Oh.
I mean, he pretty much put it to bed last night. And if he's telling lies, which I don't think he is, funny that she didn't bother to play what was readily available 7 or 8 hours before she ever played his video on her live last night. The one previous, the one where he said, "You will see later," right? Convenient how she stopped short there. But if she hadn't, then she would have looked like a no research doing buffoon. She needs a better team, I guess. Or maybe she needs to spend less time, you know, gabbing and more time with your ears to the tubes, you know.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I'm seeing cinnamon and fiery jack, and I can't keep up.
Let's see. What's being said?
I don't know that you want to read it.
What are they? As long as they're not, I mean, I don't know nothing about no washing poles.
There's no washing pole talk.
Did your cards and runes tuned up? Turn up. Oh, I loved what you said in the chat about the cards. I loved that. I was thinking this, not exactly the same thing, but I was having that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you put it in a way that I wasn't thinking of. I was.
Merciful.
I think in my mind, I was. It was more of a negative spin on it, but it was because of like the past readings she was talking about,
right?
And I guess I probably was, you know, I was listening the whole time, but I probably kind of zoned out for a few minutes or whatever and didn't catch who it was for until the second time it kind of came up when Deni called out, you know, what you had said.
Yeah.
And I swapped down and I looked at the chat and I went, oh, fuck, that's probably true.
That's mercy.
You know, that's probably true.
Yeah. Or at least, I mean, to me, my way I think.
I thought that was an amazing. I thought that was an amazing comment, an amazing moment, you know, in that whole thing. I thought that was really cool. Let's see. Kiss could have the lucky dip. What's the lucky dip? Sorry, guys, I'm behind. Green eyes. Well, my mother was taken before I shoved it up her. What the fuck?
I know, that's the way I read it too. She said my other, but I read
oh
mother.
My God.
That's the same way I read it.
I'm so sorry, Kiss. Jesus Christ. Oh, what the fuck was that?
I know.
I looked down and I saw mother. Holy crap.
In art, we call that chiaroscuro.
Okay.
It's where your brain fills in the gaps. And it's kind of like our brain did that to the words.
It's great. Well, is that folly to do that it happened to both of us?
I guess.
At the same time? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, is Joe Madre in? I can't see her.
Yes, you do. She's Madame Celery.
Where is she?
Madame Celery.
I'm looking.
Are you in live chat or are you in top chat?
I'm in live chat.
I hate the fucking top chat. Why does it do that? Top chat gets me in trouble. She's down at the bottom.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Joe. Chopping veggies.
That
Uh,
sounds like a
uh,
Madame Sally.
I hope
She could be a voodoo priestess.
I hope your visit went well earlier. Let me see. I don't know what in the hell they were talking about earlier because I hate that Brussels honey brown talker through bottles. I can't
I
find
think
them.
I think Green Eyes lost something, and then I saw Lady Witch talking about cinnamon, and I thought surely you have to tell me if you're talking about putting cinnamon on your tabbouleh because I've never done that.
Uh,
Oh, nice.
oh, good. That's good. Happy to hear that. Lady Witch said something. I like this.
And then Green Eyes said something about getting sounded like she got hot sauce on her lady parts.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. But anyways, yeah. I mean, this is it. You're doing some shit that some people don't want to fucking be a part of, and we don't want to be rude, And we're not chicken. We're not chicken shit. It's just that it's obvious, like you want to go a direction, right? And we over here on this side have seen this repeat itself ad nauseum
Right.
over and over and over and over again. And you can't be sitting there talking about how, oh, you're we're friends, and you mean the world to me. I love you so much, and blah 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 blah. It's not like taking it back or something. It's just that we all knew it was bullshit to begin with, you
Yeah.
know. And
Covered in cinnamon. Okay. Now I think I get it.
anyway, green eyes. That's
Now I'm
what
getting
Timmy
it.
calls me. I love it.
There's no cinnamon on tabbouleh.
Uh-huh.
Slow.
We were talking about wrenches being taken before I got a chance to shove it up the creator's hole. Oh, gotcha. Covered in cinnamon. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, look, it. I know it could sound. I mean, how many people? I've heard so many people say this about Natasha, right? That, um, she's got a great personality. She's fun to listen to. She's this and that and the other. I suppose that she is, but you know, my issues is where do your motives lie? I don't need to be taking somebody else's inventory, but where do your motives lie? And when it's just so blatantly obvious, like the previously mentioned, then it's like, well, you kind of you're kind of riding the hypocrite. I mean, I believe we're all hypocrites in one way or
Yes.
another.
I agree with you.
I definitely don't feel like I'm some non-hypocrite here. Okay,
Right.
I'm a Christian. I'm a hypocrite, right? So much so that I barely lead a Christian life. Um, but you know, I just I don't know. I just can't jump on that train, and
No, I don't like it when we talk about other people even on here because it feels hypocritical and I do not like that drama attracts.
well,
Because what it's attracting is not always what's needed.
yeah, right. I mean, right. Yeah, what's needed? I mean, living life, trying to live the spiritual life that we're trying to live. It really is about what's needed, not what's wanted, but
Right.
about what's needed.
Right. What do I say
You know?
constantly to you? What did you feed your soul today?
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes I feed it a little too much negativity with all of this shit. I'll admit it. Um,
Did you see what she said?
hang on. Miss Live history so much. I get a bit nearby. Right. I can't imagine living over there. I heard that. I had no idea. 4,000 castles. And
Yeah.
then when I heard I didn't whip my calculator out, but my mind automatically went there because I'm a numbers guy. When I heard the 15 years, I was over there welding, and I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be right. And I'm like, well, no, break it down. 365 days a year, blah blah blah. And I'm like, Jesus, wow. That's amazing.
And that's just the UK, so that's Ireland, England, and Scotland. I
That's,
mean, yeah.
that is nuts. Um, I thought that was really cool. Uh, nothing nerdy about history, kids. It's called passion, not nerdy. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Kiss my ex. That's what you always say when you're describing a fugly biatch. LOL. She's got a great personality. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. I mean, I try not to call them bitches and things like that. Oh my god. Speaking of,
Yeah.
I want to talk about some other people.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm totally sure because this was just disgusting. Uh, did anybody see that mess with Molly Golightly
That thing she said
and which thing?
about what if I want to vomit every
Oh,
time I've heard it.
yeah, not that one.
I can't stand it.
I can't. I'm talking about when they went to the Wells property, and then some random unknown guy that I don't know who it is came walking down the driveway and talking to him, and then Deni Keys came down the driveway holding his pants up. I mean, listen, I don't like Molly either, but I don't have so much disdain for her that if she were standing on the front porch,
Right.
that I'd be threatening to kick her ass with a block of wood if she stepped one toe.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call her a fat cow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of shit. I mean, have some respect.
Well, it's not. There's no respect for people at all. I told you how I feel about it. I don't care for either one of them. I'd have been happy to see them whip each other's ass. And I know there's nothing spiritual about that.
Well, that's true. And I'm not going to lie and say that I wouldn't have enjoyed watching them in a very loving embrace
No.
at the end of the driveway on Ben Hill Road, because I know that they would both end up in jail, where probably both of them belong for a short period of time.
Yeah.
But I doubt it would do. I doubt it would do anything boost ratings, and then make them continue their ugly behavior.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. I gotta go make a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Okay, honey. Let's see. I'm sorry, but NC makes me laugh. Doesn't mean I fully support everything she says and does, but I'm not going to hate her based on another person's opinion who is basing that opinion on someone else. Yeah, I agree with you, Which I've been watching her for a little over a year. I didn't pay a lot of attention at the time. I know she didn't. I mean, she didn't even have 1,000 subscribers when I started watching her. I think she only had like 400 or something. And the only thing aside from all the controversy, which in my opinion is what she wants because she said it herself, the drama brings in the views, which brings in the money. But I do agree with you. You know, she can be entertaining. A lot of times she is entertaining. The only times I'm really turned off by her, other than all this controversy shit, but whatever, if it's a necessary evil for her, the success of her channel, then it's not. I don't judge it, but unless something really comes out that she's actually scamming. I mean, I don't know how anybody can prove it, but whatever. But I the only problem I really have with her is kind of the same. Well, I guess some of the subs have said, you can't disagree with her at all. And I would agree with that. She does publicly, because she can't just let you just disagree. There's something that she said it herself a million times. It's so hard to tell context or intent through text. And that's why she doesn't like it. Well, I came from a platform that you had no choice but to interpret the polarity of a comment, because you didn't have the benefit of video or voiceover or whatever. And we've all grown up, I'd say grown up, aged with text messages and the advent of text messages, in which the same issue occurred, right? So instead of choosing negativity based on what you perceive to be an attack, why not take it as constructive criticism and positive criticism based on the past behavior of said person, right? In this nondescript, can't tell context and all of that, and then decide what polarity you want to put to it, positive or negative. And that's, I guess that's really my issue. The other thing I don't like is how, like, a perfect example is of this is the video she did yesterday when she was driving. She wanted to complain about what Robbie had to say the night before. I mean, this is my take on it, right? This is just my opinion. She wanted to complain about what Robbie had said the night before. She said she wanted to put it to bed, but then she flipped it and started complaining about the subs going back and forth, and she doesn't care who you watch and all of this. But then it turned into, I felt like I was being lectured, and I'm not even involved. I guess that's my issue with her. So when she gets into that kind of shit, I have to tune out. I can't listen to it. I mean, I'll go in her true crime chat because a lot of times she's not willing to call me out on anything if I go in there and just not be a dick, which I'm appreciative of. But I stay the fuck out of that drama chat. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting chat. So let me see if I can catch up here. There are a few who are gladly inserted chili covered wrench. Right. Heard about it, but not seen it. I guess you're talking about Benny Keys and Molly. Yeah. I gotta tell you, Kiss, it's hard to watch. I can't watch. It's hard for me to watch men being abusive to women. I don't care who that woman is. It's difficult. Listen, if some male creator was like threatening to beat Lana's ass, as much as I disdain it I have for Lana, it would still make me sick to my stomach. I can't do it. Let's see, and so on. Oh, let's see. So he said, yes, Molly tight pants, and then he losing his pants. Both gross. I know, right? They should have switched. Maybe it would have worked. Which same here, and I will not be told who I can no, who, who I can't watch. I had to record and see the other night when she was talking about ladies needing to blow the cobwebs off their lady bits. Oh Jesus Christ! It was bloody hilarious. Lord have mercy. I used to find MFW. Mrs. Fucking Wonderful funny as fuck on everyone's cup of tea, but so with her stuff had me howling. I never really watched her because I mean I've heard a lot of stuff. I mean there are plenty of clip channels out there that talk about all of it. I don't know. Last I heard is she got into some legal trouble or something. Lady Witch, exactly green eyes. Old school text didn't have emojis. That's true. Remember, Lady Witch, you remember T9 when you had to, you know, you 225 673, to get your letters or same as that RDA channel. I saw a couple of their lives, all looking stunning and holy hell, but they came out with funny stuff. Yeah, the RDA's can be funny from time to time. I mean, a lot of them are they fancy a career in comedy, but there's only a few of them that are funny. They'd rather just beat on each other, you know, and German lady because they know that it bothers German lady to the core that they say that she's actually a dude. Let me see. Hey, hippie chick, good to see you. Would have been here sooner. Only channel hopping, mainly sarcastic commenting on Molly and Benny's lives. They all the same. No one is caring about poor missing summer. Shit. Almost fucked up. Blocked you. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, Benny. I don't. How can anybody listen to somebody for so long that says absolutely nothing? But this was my complaint about Kim Kaufman and Lana. Um, I just couldn't fucking do it. You keep listening and listening and listening and listening, and they're not saying anything, not saying anything, not saying anything. And in most cases, they couldn't even complete a sentence, which was very frustrating to me. Although I do that sometimes too. See, I never subbed, but I came across them by accident. Yeah, Kiss. Uh, it's too deep. It's too deep. It's too hard to keep track of. Um, that's why I kind of think the whole Rex Steph thing is hilarious. I mean, it's easy to follow. It's not that deeply embedded in the 5 to 8 year history of this and that and the other. I don't know. But yeah. Let's see.
What happened to my cheddar cheese? Did you take it to
Oh,
work?
I did take it to work. I'm sorry, honey,
That's
because
okay.
I forgot to buy some.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not the flavor that I wanted with my bologna. I have a fine palate.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Oops. I'm busted. I took it to work because I thought I didn't realize that was yours.
Okay, we're not going there. There isn't his and her cheese at this house.
Well,
It's just cheese.
well, here was the thing. I meant to buy cheese at the store for me to take to work,
That's okay.
and I couldn't remember because I had a pack of cheddar in there,
Hey,
and
as long as you didn't take the pepper jack, I'm fine.
well, and I saw the two by each other, and I'm like, well, maybe I bought this last week, and I've already taken a slice out of it because it was open. And I saw the pepper jack sitting there, and I was like, well, no, that's got to be the cheese. Anyways, yeah, I screwed up. I took the cheese.
You're fine.
I took the cheese.
Yeah,
Let's
you are
see.
fine.
Yeah, Whiskey OG. I don't know. He's relatively new on the Natasha, or was, I think. He's already been ousted, hasn't he? She got all pissed off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, wrote her. Madame Celery said, Whiskey OG wrote her a beautiful song about her recliner, and she was mad. He is hilarious. I did see that, and now apparently I saw the original one, and then she was complaining about something that he had changed something the next day or something, and played it again, and I don't know. I'm not real sure. That was one of those bitch sessions where it was like, okay, I'm out of here. I gotta find something else to listen to.
Mm.
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Log is a dude who plays guitar and sings. Great voice. He talks about the nonsense and writes parody songs. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. When it's cheese, just cheese. You answer.
I've laughed.
Ain't no such thing as just cheese, right? Hey, hippie chick, again. I can't watch the whole of any of their lives. I was getting wound up by them. But now I'm just laughing at all the creators involved in the Wells shit show. Oh, it's a disgrace, isn't it? I mean, it's just a fucking disgrace. When she missed her flight going to the laundry's house, she was absolutely off her face on something. Yeah, well, that shocker there. And Benny coming down the driveway and acting like a freaking idiot there, you know, at her. I mean, he was obviously hopped up on something.
Oh, I have two words. The two words I kept saying: drug skinny.
Yeah.
He is drug skinny.
Thanks, Kiss. Yeah. Yeah, I just now I did hear that uh, on Michelle's channel that they had actually gotten dug further into Don's criminal record while they were there, and there were some interesting things said there about his record going all the way back to like 1992. I've wanted to really research and see if he was coming through uh, the North Texas area in January of 19. I can't remember now if it was 98 or 99. I think it was 99. Uh, about the Amber Hagerman case. But
what I'm afraid of is that one of them is going to destroy some type of vital evidence. I'm really afraid of that.
yeah, I mean, well, and again, I was listening to Dorothy's this morning when they were talking about some of Natasha's past nefarious activities and hampering an investigation. And I don't know how much of that is true. I mean that occurred when she was on Facebook, and just don't. I think I just don't know. Hadn't been following her all that long. There's a lot of us that have had infractions in the past, but they do need to be careful. And that instance is not the first time that it's happened with other creators doing this kind of whacked out shit. You know, I understand like going and flying drones when children are missing within like 48 hours or something like that. I mean, that seems reasonable to me. But showing up 6 months later and doing what they did last weekend, that's just pointless. Yeah. There needs to be a law brought out to stop these investigators from YouTube. Yeah. I don't know what. Well, here's the problem that the laundries had, right? The problem that the laundries had was that they didn't live at 110 Ben Hill Road. Because if they had lived at 110 Ben Hill Road and what went down, you would have seen exactly what you saw when Molly and all them went up there, with the exception of a crazy crackhead running down the driveway with it that doesn't wear a belt. And you wouldn't have seen that, but you would have seen them there less than 24 hours, and they would have been gone because there is no public right of way there. There's only state property, being the highway, and there's only private property. There's no city easement. There's no public walkway. In other words, there's no fucking sidewalk. You know, so see, interfering. Missed out the main word there. No, you got it. You got it. You got it. Lady Witch said, "Hippie, you would think harassment, trespassing, etc., would be enough. Yeah, you would. And disturbing the peace, by the way, because see, here's another thing too. That bullhorn, I'd have to look it up, but but you know, it's actually illegal to have a prolonged noise disturbance that's over 85 decibels, even during the daylight hours. They very well could have. They very well could have, but they chose not to. You know, they chose not to, which I think was complete bullshit. But
I'd have been
whatever.
one of those crazy neighbors. I'd have had the full horn in her ear.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Let's see. Hippie chick said, "Can't listen to Dot. She does my head in too." At Mo, I don't know why I've become so intolerant. It's catchy, isn't it, hippie chick? Let's just start fucking. Let's stop tolerating and start intolerating.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Seems to have forgotten what happened. Oh, helping is one thing. Bad acting and behavior is no bueno. I agree. I agree. You know. Well, and then I mean, what do? Okay, help me figure this out. What does Molly do? Does she take some pills, or does she start drinking and then go live and go and say shit like she said the other night, where she goes, "Imagine how famous I would be if I found Summer." What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, her exact words were, "Can you imagine if I had found Summer? I would be so famous."
Something, yeah, whatever it was like, put the brakes on. What the fuck?
Reality check.
Yeah, yeah.
Of what's important.
Delusions of grandeur. Let's see. She seems to have forgotten what happened to CK. Well, where in my opinion, uh, CK went against somebody with a hell of a lot more money than her. You know. She should have watched her P's and Q's on that one. I don't know if anything's going to happen to her or not, but let's see.
It doesn't help that her family has legal connections.
I'm done with Dot. She won't stop lying about me. I just don't go there. Yeah. Well, I mean, she told me, fuck you, fuck off, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even go in there and talk any shit.
No, you were just in chat.
I don't know what you're doing here. Blah, blah, blah. You left and didn't say why. And it was because of a screenshot. No, it's not because of a screenshot. If you give me a chance to explain, I'll tell you exactly why it was.
Right.
It's because I think you're a fucking thirsty trout. A thirsty clout chasing trout. And I think you've been trying to fucking get enough subscribers off of whoever you could get them from so that you could monetize your channel. And you're just chasing and biting at the heels of Natasha Cooper to do it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why I left. But whatever. And that happened before the screenshot. If that deserves a 50-year-old woman telling me to fuck off and fuck me and go fuck yourself and all of that, whatever. I don't give a shit. Say what you
Yep.
Hippie chick is that hateful,
big mouth pass,
hate-filled vibe that comes off her. Yeah.
My daddy had one of those on the wall. Billy Big Mouth Bass.
Oh, shit. Really disappointed in her. So good luck to her, but I'm no interest. Yeah, I mean. Let's see. No, I've not been on her channel since that night she deleted you. Shocking. Yeah, I mean, it really wasn't. I mean, like I said, I don't give a fuck. If you're really going to get that upset at me.
I wasn't shocked.
Come on. So whatever. We forced to ping a few items off that bullhorn. Just saying, yeah, no shit. Let's see, I know Lady Witch, and she knows everything. Yet her facts are way off factual. Yes, thirsty trout. Yeah. Well, I mean, she doesn't do her research, and I mean, it's kind of funny because it's like it's like Space Monster. Space Monster's like 6 months behind. Mm-hmm. Puts it out there as fact. Dorothy, I know your mods are BAM's mods, and no, they're not. And in fact, had you listened to the last live she did before the live you're doing now, you would know that that's not the case. But whatever, I digress. Let's see, yeah, I'll be honest, I can't abide who she's currently cozying up to. I can see exactly how that will how that will work. And I don't need my tarot cards to help with that prediction. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, big mouth bass. Yeah, really big mouth ass. Her bloody keyboard. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean I don't know. It kind of sucks because you want to be able to go in there and participate. I'm not going to go in there and be like, Dorothy, you're a dumbass. You know what I mean? That's not. It's not productive. It's not why I would go in there. Although sometimes I do want to say that. But after I was listening to the Kim Potter thing today, and then when Kiss went live, I listened to that, and then went back to Kim Potter after she got off, and then I thought, well, the Kim Potter trial ended early today, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go try to catch up on the rest of this live because I know I've got like an hour and a half drive home. Yeah. And come to find out, now she's falling out with Kim and Crafton, and it's like, well, Dorothy, if you fucking did your goddamn research and your due diligence, you would have known that they are fucking trolls. They go around in a little gang from channel to channel to channel trying to get. I mean, they treat it like it's a fucking UFC fight. You would have known this, but you didn't know. And what I found interesting about that too is that she was saying that she doesn't do this behind the scenes group chats and all of that kind of shit. Yet you had Kim texting you. I find that very interesting.
Yeah, Lady Witch hit it.
What'd she say?
she doesn't want the facts. There's no drama there, or no money to be made.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
And she tried to bait all of Bam's people because she wants that drama.
Yeah. I left because of her. Her and I go back to fighting when she modded for that rabid dog. It's got thirsty, and I tried. Yeah. 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 I found it interesting too. That she says she supports a certain family, but she cozies up to Dr. B and cozies up to Lana and the like, and I'm like, how do you not see this for what it looks like? I mean, whatever. Twins. Hippie, did you listen to Kisses live earlier? She went live for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
I
she
think
did
she
good.
did a really good job. If you haven't listened or subscribed, please go do so. Oh, in fact, there's 14 people in here. Let me see
Why
here.
is my YouTube always behind? And how come I have Disco Fever typeset tonight? Does
I
anybody
don't
else
know.
have the Disco Fever typeset?
Oh, breaking news: Mother of Summer Wells files trespassing complaint.
Good.
Let me see. I gotta find Kiss's channel. There you are.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
What are you doing, baby?
I'm gonna share Kiss's channel.
Oh.
Let's see. Here we go.
I want to see. Does your live chat, is it Disco Fever text like mine?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Mine's
Oh,
just
you're
bigger.
talking about it at the top
The
of the screen.
typeset. Yeah, the typeset.
So anyway, for anybody that's listening,
Font.
and yeah, it's been like that a couple days. There's Kiss's channel. Go check it out. She did an awesome job today. Her, Voodoo Queen, and Tizme Deni did awesome.
Just shooting the shit.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was really good. Let's see, Lady Witch. Oh, let me see. Joe said something. Yeah, grab a dog. She doesn't want the facts. There's no drama there. Ergo, no money to be made. Right. Joe said exactly what I get peeved about: ignoring Dr. B, Lana, etc. It's bizarre. Oh, and I noticed in that live too, right around that timestamp, wherever it is, I was talking about a minute ago. She said, "What did she say about Lana?" She said, "I don't know about the. Was it? Oh, she was saying about Lana's, sexual, predatory, all that kind of shit.
Oh,
She said, I didn't know about that. And I was like, oh my God. See, if this was live and I was in the chat, I would go, well, have you heard of Shazam?
Yeah.
I mean, why did you conveniently leave that out? Surely, if you ever, here's what I've noticed. Okay. She qualifies just about every scenario that gets set up because I was in that community. We go back years and years and years. I've known this and I've known that and I've known the other. Yet there always seems to be key facts missing. And then she'll turn right around with somebody says in the chat or on panel and she'll go, I didn't know that. And I always find myself going, well, okay, how the fuck did you not know that? Like, what? Anyways, let's see, catch up. Exactly what I get peeved about. Yeah, she supports the family because it's a popular thing to be doing. She doesn't actually support them. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think she really knows.
What she's supporting?
Yeah. No, my mate was visiting and said allowed to kiss. Oh, sorry, I can't watch. Uh, Boo, I don't think she heard me that well. Probably. Can you imagine if you lived in Laundry Street and worked night shifts? Oh, I'd have been fucking pissed. Um, but see, they had to stop at 10 p.m. They had to stop at 10 p.m. Oh, wait, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, whoops, I'm thinking opposite because I work days. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're trying to get some sleep and they're out there.
No,
Like
I can
maniacs.
imagine because I've lived through it. Not
Yeah.
not necessarily that, but I used to have some noisy ass fucking neighbors
Yeah.
when I was working at night. It used to fucking piss me off to no end.
When I worked at night, I was living in apartments. I was in my early 20s, and I remember having the worst insomnia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there were
Yeah.
these crying little yappy children next door. God help me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I would just come home and drink myself to sleep because of the insomnia that I had. They say it's not natural.
I was turning bills by that.
Yeah, they say it's not natural to be up working at night like that.
I don't know. My
it goes
sister
against
does
your.
it. My sister does it well, and I had no problem doing the work. And if the complex was quiet, I had no problem sleeping. What I had a problem with is that we would work 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Oh, back and forth. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do
We
that.
would go back and forth.
Let me see. Joe said I meant I couldn't ignore them being her mods and friends. She didn't like me bringing up that strange relationship with those people. Uh, yeah, I mean, well, I agree. I agree. They just kind of came and went, didn't they? I mean,
But it makes you wonder if there's one person that people continually leave, you do question what's going on here.
well, yeah, I mean, well, but the other thing is too is that listen, Dorothy was not. Dorothy may have been in Plunder's chat or whatever, but she wasn't hanging around Natasha. She wasn't hanging around Crafton and Kim. She wasn't hanging around CDT. She wasn't around in the community in this in particular side of YouTube when Just Larry came on, and she wasn't around when Seeking the Truth with Dave came on, and Bartwan when Miss Mensa was real. I mean, Miss Mensa had been going hard at Shanann and the Rucheks. She had been going at him. She wasn't around for that. Not saying she wasn't on YouTube, not saying she
Right.
wasn't in another community. I'm not saying she didn't pick up little blurbs here and there. But as far as like that in particular end of it, she wasn't there for all that shit. She didn't see Crafton and Kim come together with Natasha to take Brittany down because Brittany was taking a little piece of the pie. You know what I mean?
But
She
you
didn't
have
see
to
that.
remember when you hear the, I'm going to use air quotations, facts from somebody else, you're getting their slanted point of view.
Yeah.
The only thing that I hear from these people is either people in chat or from what I hear from you. And I know to have to remind myself that unless I heard it with my own 2 ears, I'm hearing somebody else's version.
Yeah. Yeah. I and the space monster one. Although now they're enemies again. But the actual fuck. Yeah, well. Space I don't think Space Monster has any friends. Any real friends. Like I don't she may have some in real life, but if she does them in real life like she does on the internet, God help her. That's all I can say.
Well, shit, she'll be 6 months behind in her life.
Right, because she doesn't really give a fuck. Let's see. No way, Green Eyes. You should be able to speak in my friends. Yes, I agree. Um, right, King. Very high turnover. Right. Val 2 now I hear. Well, what about Val? Kiss, Mac, kiss.
It sounds like they had a falling out.
Granny, who did?
From what? From what?
Dorothy and Val?
From what Kiss implied, you have to let her respond.
Oh, anyway, Granny Fanny did a video about yes, and it was hilarious. Oh, wait a minute, I might have missed one because the one I saw earlier was only an hour old, like 30 minutes ago.
The window?
No, she's calling on it. That is an easy one, Kiss. The Bass thought she would use the monster to go with someone, and the monster wasn't willing to do someone's dirty work. Yep, there you go. The Lady Witch.
I better not have to come get you.
The bass. The bass. Yeah. I can just picture Marlon Brando. The bass. The bass.
My God.
The bass. Oh shit.
Are you sure you're not thinking about Orson Welles?
No, I'm thinking about Marlon Brando and Vietnam, the not Full Metal Jacket, the other movie.
I thought you were talking about Orson Welles at the end when he's talking about Redbud.
No, I don't. Does he say that?
Yeah, he does. He says Redbud or something.
Oh,
Which
one was older? Kubrick's. God, what was the name of that
Oh
movie?
no, Orson Welles' movie was much older.
Oh yeah, okay.
Much older. I think he was playing Hugh Hefner.
Apocalypse Now. Thank you. Oh my God, that's like when you're trying to sneeze and you can't, and then you finally do.
Come on, Abby.
Oh, that was driving me crazy. It's one of my favorite movies.
Now, come on.
how do I not remember that?
Don't make me come out there.
Yeah, he's telling Martin Sheen. He's telling Martin Sheen all about the tiny inoculated arms.
Yeah, I'm talking about a movie from the
40s. that the villagers had come and hacked off after the army had come through and inoculated them. The horror. I mean, he's talking about a bunch of stuff, right? But I mean, it's all told in that one little tale. The bass. The bass. I love that movie, Hippie Chick. That movie is
Please don't step on my phone.
one of the. Yeah, watch out because she'll block somebody, and we won't know.
Shit.
We'll only know for a second because they changed it. There's been some changes on YouTube lately, like even my my creator dashboard has changed. It's got all these fancy new features.
You know how to use them?
Hell no, I don't know how to use them. Yeah, there was great music in that movie. And great acting, too. Phenomenal acting.
Is that the one you tried to make me watch? Or you said it was going to be too long to watch?
Yeah, we haven't watched it yet. Yeah, you and I watched a Full Metal Jacket. We watched that one. Oh, I loved Robert Duvall's character in that movie. I loved it. Loved it. Walk around on the beach without a shirt on and that hat. And he tells those guys, he says, someday this war is going to end. And then he just stands up and walks off. Look at bullets and bombs going off all around him. Oh, I love that shit. Yeah, it's the Flight of the Valkyries. Charlie, don't surf. And I loved, excuse me, I loved Lee Ermey. Lee Ermey had a very limited role, right? But he was so good. I loved him as that pilot. He was born to play all them roles he was in.
Yeah.
Thank God he took the CO in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Because he was perfect. They originally weren't going to choose him.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he had done that in real life.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I can't remember the guy's name. But it was the dude in Full Metal Jacket, the original actor that was cast for that part, for Lee Ermey's part, was the crazy machine gunner in the helicopter when Joker and Raptor Man are being flown from the original base they were in.
Not the guy that I like, the actor.
It's Matthew Modine and the other dude. I don't know the other dude's name.
Oh, I can see his face and I can't think of his name.
Yeah. So
he's a huge guy.
No.
Okay,
no. That comes later.
Yeah.
Their outpost had gotten attacked during the Tet holiday, right? And that was when Matthew Modine was in the machine gunner in the bunker, and he goes, "Well, I hope they're just fucking with us." And then they all open fire, and he's like, "Oh shit, they're not fucking around." Well, because he was a reporter. Well, they were both reporters, but they obviously their job is to fight, right? And Joker had constantly been making jokes about the cracks about being put in the shit. And his boss, the editor of the Stars and Stripes, told him, "Well, you wanted to get in the shit. Now you're going to get in the shit." And he shipped him and Raptor Man out. And that helicopter ride that they take, where the gunner is sitting across from him, and when the scene opens up, he's sitting on the Raptor Man's sitting next to Joker. Joker's looking at the guy, and the machine gunner's over there just pop, 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 just popping off rounds as they're flying over this rice paddy. And Raptor Man's going because he's getting sick because of what's going on. And Joker asked him. He says, "You ever shoot any women, children?" And the guy looks at him. That's the dude that was originally supposed to play Lee Ermey's role.
See, we couldn't watch these movies growing up because Daddy had done 2 tours of Mom. He couldn't tolerate those movies.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, Kubrick captured it. At least what I would imagine some of the characters would have been like. People you run into. I mean, I'm sure a lot of the people had a sense of honor, respect, and duty, and valor. But I'm sure there were some crazy fuckers out there too. I just don't know the way that it was portrayed. You know what I mean? Like to give everybody this idea that every single person that you ran across was just that eccentrically fucked up in the head.
My daddy, Daddy said he saw men literally turn and run away from fire, turn and run away from going to fight.
Yeah, I could see that.
He said it turned his stomach.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but they were basically kids when they were over there. Right, little girls.
I have not seen Football Factory. The only one that's ever made me bawl my eyes out was Kayaki, because I know someone who was there, and it really gets to me. But it's a great film. Yeah. Well, I thought that I haven't seen that either, but I thought that Saving Private Ryan really did justice to 4 war movies, I suppose. That one makes me cry every time I cry. I cry. Grown ass man, I still cry. Oh, Green Eyes. Me too. I love The Matrix. I love Aliens. I love Prometheus. I love Predator.
He's trying to educate me on the Alien movies because I've never watched them. I was a Star Wars fan.
See, I don't think Star Wars qualifies as a sci-fi movie. I knew that was going to get a reaction out of her. She looked at me like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
Right. That gets a big old fuck you.
She looks like that. Woof. Y'all should have seen the way she just looked at me. Don't do Alien. They frighten me. Oh my God, Green Eyes. It's got such an interesting, intricate story, though. Lady Witch said she felt that stare. And Lady Witch, it wasn't the stare necessarily as much for me as much as it was the quick draw. You know what I mean? The way she looked up at that phone and went right dead into my soul. She was like, "Ooh." A horror movie buff and films with Danny Dyer. No way it's Star Wars cult classic. I think she meant sci-fi.
Yeah.
I it's to me, it's the old debate, right? What did she say?
Just likes romance movies.
Say that wrong. Well, listen.
My favorite movie is always going to be an incredible thriller that I haven't figured out who done it and why. Because 9 times out of 10, at least a quarter way into it, I can figure out the whole movie.
Yeah,
And it's
foreshadowing is a bitch. Uh, right. That's why Knives Out was a good movie. I thought. But I want to get back to Green Eyes. Green Eyes said, "Don't do Alien; they frighten me."
Oh, you want to get back to her comment, but you don't want to get back to Hippie Chick's
Hang
comment.
on, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
We'll
Well,
see.
okay, I'll get back to Hippie Chick. All right, let's do that. Right. Okay, cult classic. Yes, I agree 100%. I think what it is it's the argument. It's the same argument that uh, Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You know, it's the same thing.
Yes and no. I mean,
Okay,
it's a movie that was set during Christmas.
it came out at Christmas.
Star Wars is not sci-fi in the realm of make you think about, is this possible? Star Wars is a commentary on ethnicity, on diversity, on your own will. I mean, I can go on and on and on.
Well, right. I mean,
Star
it was
Wars.
kind of the same discussion we've had about the Matrix, right?
Right.
Which I don't remember who brought this up. Uh, I saw that lady witch. Hang on. Uh, I can't find it.
Yeah. How the hell? I don't know what The Quiet Man is. Y'all are mentioning some movies that I've never watched.
I remember the title, The Quiet Man, but I haven't seen it.
But see, there's a whole era that I missed when I was drinking. If you go like 1983, unless it was Star Wars, 1983 to 1992, I'm fucked.
If we check, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. I don't. But I was born in '77, so yeah, I don't know how you do that. I watched Home Alone for the millionth time a couple nights ago. It still makes me laugh. Home Alone was a great movie.
I've never seen that.
And Lady Witch, yes, right. However, The Sound of Music is not right. Right. For us, Die Hard and Grinch with Jim Carrey are Christmas movies. Yeah, I mean, it, for me, it's more. I just like to play with people on the internet about it.
You like to fuck with people.
You know,
you do.
You know, it's just harmless banter, in my opinion. You know,
I know, but you love to make people.
Well,
like, you like to take a nerve and you go poke poke poke.
Yeah.
Poke poke poke.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Whatever.
You do. You know you do.
Nor is the Wizard of Oz. Right, exactly. Well, I can't remember who brought up. Okay, oh, that's right, right. Kiss My Axe said it. She said, "Okay, I'll admit it. Is amongst friends, I do love a romance movie. Right? Listen, The Matrix. The Matrix is a great romance movie, and it could be considered sci-fi,
Yeah.
and it falls under the same criteria that you brought Star Wars into:
Right.
social commentary,
Right.
religious relevance,
Right.
that kind of stuff. Same as the Alien series
And-
in Scott Ridley's universe.
And choosing your own reality.
Right. Yes.
What is reality? Well, what do you make reality?
I don't know. I just thought, yeah, I know Alien can be creepy, but you know,
Green Eyes, say
What's
it
she
ain't
say?
so. Say it ain't so.
been able to watch all the way through. Listen, Green Eyes,
Oh my God, that's.
I
love
identify.
that movie.
I identify because I can't watch it all
No.
the way through either.
No.
I just can't do it.
I
I don't have to do it anymore. I've already done it like 3 times when I was a kid.
I'm transported to a 5-year-old sweet version of me when I watch Wizard of Oz.
Well, me too, but I was wishing it was over then.
Well, you had issues back then. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, hippie chick. I get okay. Not that there's anything wrong with traditionally watching it at Christmas. It's a family thing. Yeah, that's true. Witch. Lady Witch. Romance between a woman and a machine. I hear that. Oh my god. Neo is not a machine. Well, we won't know until December 23rd, right? We're gonna figure it out because the fourth one is coming out.
We're gonna rewatch them. We're gonna have date nights and rewatch them.
Because it's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. We were talking about this the other day. It's entirely possible that just like Smith transposed himself into the real world, what if Neo had done the same thing, only in reverse?
Why not? Why not?
Oh,
if reality is only a construct in our minds,
listen, she's about to get real deep on y'all.
I love it. I mean, seriously, if you think about that, my reality is a construct of my mind. Your reality, your perspective is only a construct of your mind and your experiences.
Yes, I guess that's true. I mean, that's where the whole "my truth" thing supposedly comes from, just not so much in an intelligent, well articulated manner.
It's a catchphrase for my perspective, and it's poorly executed.
Well, why did we say that? Why did we quit? Why did we quit saying as a society, from my point of view or from my perspective?
Because the millennials are lazy little fucks.
Oh, ouch, millennials! You hear that? You lazy little bastards.
In order for them to own and understand a concept, they have to rename it.
Yeah, well, that's true. Or, yeah, for some, I suppose.
My nieces made up words all the time when they were kids, and I would say, that is not a word. And then they would just say it to irritate me.
That's actually kind of funny. Because that was what they set up to do.
Well, yeah, they knew how to get Nana.
Yeah. You know.
They knew how to irritate Nana.
They're like looking at you like, well, what do you think our point is of being here?
Well, it sure as the hell wasn't to clean the room.
You guys are so fucking annoying. Like,
we know.
How
many times I had to show them, this is how you sweep. What you're doing is not sweeping.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean.
Online window shopping today and was gobsmacked at the amount of toys on Groupon for sale at the moment. Does that mean there was a... Oh, wait. Oh. Right, I'm going to stay away from that one.
Oh, yeah, I think you should.
You guys can talk amongst yourselves about that. Matrixified. Yeah, Joe. Well, I think making up words sometimes is funny. Like remember back when President Bush was president,
and you don't know, and you still pick your boogers.
And people said Bush, it was a Bushism, because Bush would make up words.
Yeah.
I remember back when YouTube, there was like very few video. There were very few creators back in like 2005 or some shit, and there'd be a compilation of the Bushisms. I remember the video somebody had made of Obama, where they had him like walking out onto the, to like give an address, and they would have like just a few words, and then he would like pick the podium up here, or he would like knock it down like a porta potty or something, and then he would walk back across the stage and like kick the fucking door open, and storm out. I always thought that shit was
funny. Okay. I have to go make me some cherry limeade.
All right, sweetie. All right, you guys got just me for a few minutes.
Don't talk about my movies.
I'm not going to talk about your movies. Let's see. Green Eyes. You just reminded me. Remember, I posted a video a few months back saying they've been filming in the next village. It's coming on Netflix on New Year's Eve. So I remember really saying that about the Matrix on Bam's Life that night. Wait, what did she say? Oh, yeah. I can't remember if it's the 23rd or the 26th. I don't know, but we're gonna go see it. We're having a date night. We're gonna go check it out. I gotta do it. I love the Matrix. I know Lady Witch is kind of in and out on the other two movies, but I loved the first one so much I couldn't help but love the second and third one. It's called Stay Close. Did any of you guys see that movie Knives Out? I thought that was a good movie. All star cast. It was kind of like a little bit more of a more macabre, serious version of Clue, but it was pretty good. And I don't know, was that a Coen Brothers film? It was called Knives Out. Here, I'll type it in the chat. Yeah, it was a good movie, or at least I thought so. I don't think I know who Eddie Izzard is. Oh no! Now see that I disagree with. Which there's a Knives Out 2 coming. Are you serious? How could that even be possible? Ugh, I don't know what. See, I don't even know. Now I'm turned off. I'm turned off. I mean, how could you possibly make a sequel to that? I mean, unless it's kind of like a this is 40 sort of, we're all just a big dysfunctional family saying funny, borderline, bigoted, racist, uh, you know, um, culturally inappropriate jokes, for 2 hours. I just can't even imagine how there could be a. Lady Witch said that there's a Knives Out 2 coming out next
Oh,
year.
really?
Well, now, did you hear her reaction? She goes, "Oh, really?"
That was the first movie we watched together.
It was.
I enjoyed that. And what happened in the kitchen this morning?
I don't know what happened.
In front of the coffee pot?
I couldn't tell you.
You didn't try to clean up something that's all sticky now?
No,
I guess Abby did.
I don't know what happened.
I'll just mop it tomorrow.
I mean, the only thing I can remember happening over there was when I was cleaning out the refrigerator Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there were some water droplets on the floor by the coffee maker because remember I had the trash can sitting there,
I don't know what happened.
and I got down on the floor and I wiped it up with paper towels.
It must be from that.
That's the only thing.
There's something sticky there. I'll clean it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll mop it tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, this morning I'm like nothing because I mean I got my lunch together and that was 2 hot dogs, so I don't know. And I had already removed.
It's something then from when you cleaned it out.
It must have been.
It's no big deal.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. I don't need to apologize for you.
I thought I got it all when I was wiping it up Sunday, but
I'm gonna get it's time for me to mop anyway. I'll just get the swifter out.
okay.
That thing's easy.
Well, like I said,
Easy
sorry about
peasy.
which
So there's going to be a knives. Now, what was your reaction that you don't see where they can go?
well, I said I was turned off. Yeah, I go, where can they go? You know, my opinion was
there were a lot of characters there that you could flesh out some more stories.
well, okay.
But
I
not
don't.
the
Okay, we can't do
original
it. We can't do a spoiler. We can't do that.
No,
We
no,
can't
no.
do
But
that.
you can't do the original story.
Yeah, we can't do that. We can't talk about because there's people in here that haven't seen it or know what the ending is. so I don't want to ruin it for him.
I enjoyed it.
And I think Green Eyes said that it looked good to her, so I don't want to ruin it. But I don't know where the hell else you could possibly go.
They'll be fleshing out the characters. Is my best guess. Because there were so many storylines there.
Yeah, but I thought the ending was the ending. That was it.
You don't see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I really don't.
I could see them taking one of the other characters and their shenanigans.
Hang on, just be great. Okay.
And their shenanigans and flesh out a story based on them.
So yeah. Okay, so maybe they're going to elaborate.
It'll be a new storyline based on one of the characters that was in the original.
Well, maybe they'll.
That's a fucked up
family. Yeah, that's true. All right. We'll look it up instead of. I don't want to do a spoiler alert. It is a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. Lady Witch, did you think it was a good movie? I thought it was good. But then again, I like all those actors and actresses that were in it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not sure if that was is it the Cohen?
I don't know.
What the hell's the name?
That was just a montage of
the one that the guy that the dude that did the Royal Tenenbaums and the Darjeeling Limited. What was his name?
We watched that one together, the Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh, I love that movie. I love all that dude's movies.
That is the only movie I have ever liked Gwyneth Paltrow in.
Well, because it's like how you picture Gwyneth Paltrow being in real life. Right. Well, we talk about this all the time. Lady Witch said, I liked it. Oh, yeah, it was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. I was very happy that was the first movie that Voodoo Queen and I had ever gone to see, and it was actually good.
Well,
because I'm the type that'll I'll walk out like I don't go see every movie in the theater. I hardly ever go to theaters.
In my family, like if we have a family get together and somebody says, let's watch a movie, I am banned from picking movies because they don't like my taste.
Oh, okay. Lady Witch said it's not Cohen's though. Okay. Gotcha. I thought it was done a lot in that fashion. But I'm a Seinfeld fan. I love Larry David. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love 80 storylines coming together to make one stupid, immature joke. I love that kind of stuff. Last time I went to cinema was to see Kill Bill. Oh my god,
those are so good.
Oh,
I've seen all.
And I hated Kill Bill.
Oh, I've seen all of them.
It took me 2 or 3 times to actually watch the first one, to really appreciate Quentin Tarantino. I went and saw Pulp Fiction in the theater. Saw Reservoir Dogs in the theater.
You see this?
I did not, and what was the other one? Dusk Till Dawn. Saw that in the theater. I didn't get or understand who Quentin Tarantino was and what it was he was trying to do. And when yes, and when Kill Bill came out, my ex was in love with it. I watched it first time I watched it. I said, "This is fucking stupid," but I was fucking stupid, because by the time I made it through either the end of the second time or the end of the third time, as my appreciation and love for it was building, I was completely in love with it. Mm-hmm. And I've been in love with everything that he's done since. Although there's a couple that I haven't seen. Django Unchained I've seen.
Oh, I've seen.
What are the last two? The last two I haven't seen. Hateful Eight,
I've seen.
and there's another one.
Hateful Eight was good.
I haven't seen Hateful Eight.
Really?
Yes, there's a point to Tarantino. Well, yes.
It drags a little bit, but I enjoyed it.
I think there is a point to him. I think
Yeah.
I think that the point is that you know he's a badass filmmaker, and he likes things that are fast and badass.
I think he likes fucking with people, just the same way you do.
I don't think he's fucking with anybody.
No, I think he is.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. What was the one with Kurt Russell and the girls and the cars? What was that one?
Not Hateful Eight?
No.
That was a Western.
Devil's Rejects. It's been a long time, but yeah, I've seen the Devil's Rejects.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Someone was dancing with a snake on Dust Till Dawn and refused to believe in her husband. That it turned into a vampire film. Right. Yeah. And I don't know if was Four Rooms a Tarantino film? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
That was another good one. I don't think that was him though.
I haven't seen that.
Could have been him. I don't.
What's it about?
We're on. We're older. I don't know that it would be something that you'd really want to watch. And I don't know what it's about. It's about nothing. It's Tim Roth
Uh-huh.
as the bellhop of a hotel
Uh-huh.
who has all of these crazy ass scenarios pop up that turn into unmanageable situations.
So that's Tarantino.
I think it is Tarantino, but yeah, Four Rooms is.
He likes the ridiculousness of situations.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna bow out of here real quick. Take a look at this and see. I remember if he did. Let's see.
Now I'm gonna have to look up the Devil's Rejects because I haven't seen that.
It was made in '95. Oh, that's right. It was a collaboration. It was Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez, Allison Anders, and Alexandre Rockwell. That's right. That's right. Here's the description. Bam, forgive me, I'm using Wikipedia. Working New Year's Eve at a hotel in Hollywood, California, the new bellhop, Tim Roth, has no idea what's in store for him. Left alone to tend to the guests, Ted soon finds himself completely over his head. Between a domestic dispute and a demented entourage, spell-casting witches, and destructive children, Ted has a little hope of making it through the night in one piece.
That sounds like one of Band's laws.
Oh Lord have mercy. As he tries to maintain order and save his own life, the unlucky bellhop encounters one deranged guest after another. Let me read you the cast, though. Let me find the cast. Quentin Tarantino, Tim Roth, I'm sorry. Yes, Quentin is in there. Tim Roth, Antonio Banderas, Madonna, Jennifer Beal, Paul Calderon. Hang on a second. Marissa Tomei, Valerie Galino, Sammy Davis, not Sammy Davis Jr., Amanda de Cadenet, Eon Sky, Alicia Witt, Lily Taylor, who played Raven, by the way, David Proval, Danny Verduccio, he was one of the kids. The picture they have, he's got the cigarette in his mouth. Talon Tomita, Kathy Griffin was in it, Selma Hayek, Lana McKissick, Mark Lawrence, Patricia Vaughn, and Lawrence Bender.
Interesting.
Anyways, it's a good movie. I would totally watch it again. I mean, I've seen it like 5 times. But, let's see. Green Eyes. Never seen The Devil's Rejects. Oh yeah, I said before, Bam reminds me of Baby and the Devil's Rejects. Yeah, me either. Uh, Green Eyes will look it up. Oh, Tim Roth, I remember that movie. LOL. Yeah, it was a funny ass movie. The fucking the way the I just remember. I mean, I remember the movie, but I remember. Listen, if you want to hear the most eclectic collection of the word, the adjective, or
To use.
the adjectives for the word penis.
Okay.
That movie. Oh my
And you
god.
said that was 1995?
Yeah. Oh my god. And I remember Antonio Banderas, the way you watch my kids. You know. Anyways, fuck. I don't want to do any. I don't want to do any spoiler alerts. That fucking movie was fucking funny as hell.
Green Eyes wants to know, will she need to hide behind a cushion?
No, 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 no. Maybe towards the end when Bruce Willis is involved, but I don't think so. A few blankets too, Green Eyes. Yeah. Joe said, "Oh, Antonio Banderas, I got to see this in Selma too." Oh my god, what was the franchise they were in together in the '90s?
I don't remember.
Oh, I loved those movies. They were so cheesy, but they were so good.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I keep wanting Desperado. It was
Was it?
Desperado, wasn't it?
Was it? I thought you were talking about it was him and Melanie Griffin. I thought.
No, him and Selma Hayek.
They did some movies where they were the parents and they were like superheroes. Some Disney movies.
I don't know.
That's
That
what
would
you
have
were
been in the
talking about.
2000s. I'm thinking of Desperado in the '90s. I love those movies. They came out, not too long after the Emilio Estevez and Billy the Kid.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
was it? What was it?
It was Desperado.
No. Oh God.
Lonesome Dove.
No, not Lonesome Dove. Oh my God.
Don't say it like that. Like I said a bad word.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Joe. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Oh, Emilio Estevez. Oh my God, I can see all their
Billy the
faces, but I
Kid.
can't remember their names.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's so frustrating. Okay, let me look
There
it up.
was Billy the Kid. I thought.
Young Guns. Oh
Yes.
God, Young Guns. Jesus. Oh, love Young Guns. Yes. Desperado. Why don't you come to your senses? Come down. Does any Don Henley was an amazing singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He really was.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
Is Desperado the one with Johnny Depp in it too, who ends up blind? I think that's the third one, but I don't think they called them all Desperado. I think it was like Desperado, Desperado Two, or I think they might have called all three movies something different, but it was a series of movies. And yes, Kiss, it was not in the original. He didn't end up blind until the third one, if I remember right. I could be wrong.
What was the witching hour? I knew it. I felt my body just collapsed a little.
It's 8:30.
I know. That's why. Usually by 8:20, I'm done.
Can you
I'm not asking you to wrap it up. I'm just.
can you make it another 25 minutes?
Yeah, I'm just commenting on my sad state.
I'm gonna torture her.
I'm gonna go wash my face in a minute.
Just Oh, right, hippie chick. That's right. It was called Once Upon a Time in Mexico. See, I think all three of those movies they titled them something different. It was Desperado, then it was something else, and then it was Once Upon a Time.
Oh, Greenhouse has been to an Eagles concert. Nice.
That's amazing. We, uh, I don't know about Voodoo Queen, but I could not fricking afford to go to an Eagles concert here. uh, they opened up the American Airlines Center. I think it was in
I don't do crowds.
2001. I think it was. American Airlines Center is it's where the Dallas Stars play hockey and the Dallas Mavericks play basketball. And when they built a new stadium for those two teams to share, um, the Eagles opened it up. You know how much the cheapest tickets were back then, 20 years ago?
Probably 400.
Anywhere between $600 and $1,000 a ticket.
I don't do. I do not do concerts anymore unless I can sit down because I cannot do crowds. If I get shoved, I'm getting in a fight.
There you go. And Lady Witch nailed it right there. And El Mariachi. That's right. Or was that his, see, that's what they called him. That was his nickname through all three movies. Was he was the mariachi. Okay, Hippie Chicks got it. Desperado, then Once Upon a Time in Mexico, and then the last one was El Mariachi. There you go. I like this.
Who is Paul Carrick?
I don't know who Paul Carrick is.
I don't know that person.
Thanks, Hippie, for laying that out. Yeah, yeah. Those were good movies. They were some. They had some cheese in them, right? But they weren't bad. They were good. It kind of takes you back to a time when, I mean, to me, anyways, when you know it was like a take on the spaghetti westerns, but they had somewhat special effects. Good lord, you know, it's kind of ironic, isn't it? There you got Alec Baldwin in 2021 trying to produce and shoot, the film Rust, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about him accidentally killing.
Well, what I mean is look at how many rounds, and all that were on all of those sets, Young Guns, the Desperados sets, and all that. No accidents. And then, you know, of course, Brandon Lee, I believe, was killed before it. Well,
way before all that.
no, not way before. Young Guns was filmed. The two Young Guns were filmed.
He was killed in like 93.
He was killed in either 91 or 93.
No, it was 93. It had to have been 93 because in 91 I hadn't got sober yet.
Okay. Well, that doesn't mean that filming wasn't taking place.
Well, my memory was shit too.
Yeah. But yeah, Young Guns was like 88, and I think Young Guns 2 was 1990. Kiefer Sutherland. God damn, that was who I was trying to remember.
Oh, I'll have to go play that later. Kiss my ass. Shit.
No, because Brandon Lee was dead a decade before, or close to a decade before the Wachowski brothers ever wrote that script.
Making nonsense. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to.
As far as I know, I don't know unless there's something I don't know.
I'll have to go check out Paul. I'm about to go wash off my makeup.
All right. Well, I'll start winding this down. You guys have been up late enough.
I promise I'll wear a nose shirt tonight.
Okay.
See how that goes.
Well, what's that? Wait, what? Oh, she meant check out that link.
Yeah.
Whoops. What is that link? What's it to?
Paul Carrick.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's got a commercial at the beginning, so.
Gotcha.
Okay, ladies, love you. I hope y'all have a great evening. It was nice chatting with you. I'm going to take off my war paint and take my medicine.
I don't know. Did y'all hear her? Oh no. Uh-oh. Abby's getting into something in the house. Oh boy. Voodoo Queen's upset. I'll tell her you said good night, everybody. Yeah. So, like I said, I just really wanted to express my gratitude um, to Tizme, Deni, and Kiss My Axe, and obviously Voodoo Queen and everybody that was in the chat. It really did feel really good, and I really do hope that Pam's listening, and that she knows how much we miss her. Just I don't know what to say. Other than you, you, you've all got my support. Pam, you've got my support, and we really do want to stay connected because even if it's just the chat, we want to stay connected. Just like Lady Witch just said, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Like Kiss said, we'll keep the home fires burning. Sometimes our Vikings got to go out and do what they got to go out and do. Yeah, I hope you can find them, Kiss. I did really dig what was said today about that, though. It just made it's kind of funny, right? I mean, maybe it's just not in the cards. Maybe it's better um, that you don't be the bearer of bad news. You know, I don't know. I just found that really, for whatever reason, I found that really enlightening. Well, y'all, thank you for being here. If I can't find them, I'll do a paranormal live next. If you check, uh, I should be asleep and not giving Google and Alexa things to do. LOL. Well, right, because they go and do them, right, and then they wait, like they'll wake you back up. You're like, well, I wanted this for tomorrow. And they're like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Do a paranormal live next. I love that you live in like a 300-year-old cottage. I think that is like so badass. I'm like, what the fuck? That is cool as shit. You know, there's hardly anything around here where I live that's 300 years old. 300 years old. It's buried under the ground if it hasn't been dug up and turned into a landfill multiple times over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, did I not say it was cool, or are you picking on me because I didn't say it was cold? Maybe we should make that up. Oh, that's really cold, so that it fits. Remember, people would say, "Oh, that's sick," meaning really cool. Yeah. Oh, that's it is badass. I love the horse with a mustache. I actually loved the fact that it was it Cooper Kiss that was growling and barking in the background earlier today. Oh my god, his voice is deep. He's like, "Roof." It reminds me of Harvey, my Great Pyrenees. My Great Pyrenees. He didn't. I don't have him anymore, but he didn't. He didn't bark. He yelled. That's what he did. He was the loudest dog in the entire neighborhood. He would get up there on that fence and just be like, "Roar, roar, 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 roar." It was like a howl, yell, bark combination. And I'd run to the back door and be like, "Harvey." And then he would look at me. He was so adorable, you know. All of his hair would be standing up on his spine and everything, and he'd just jump down. What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong except bothering the entire freaking block. You know, yeah, he's a sweet boy. I miss him. It kind of makes me laugh because Abby, you know, Voodoo Queen's tiny little dog, she she does that every once in a while. She'll kind of yell. It's like a combination yell bark, and I always think to myself like, I wonder if there was like a little part of Harvey that rubbed off on her, you know, kind of just transposed. I love the miniature horses that she's got. I think it is so hilarious to watch Maisie kick and bounce and show off. And I think it's funny to watch her reaction to Kiss. You know, Kiss goes, what are you doing, girl?" You know, or whatever, and she just starts showing off, and just kicking off, bouncing around, and the other two they get going. Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's the what, and I don't pardon the pun. It's the little things in life, you know, right? I mean, anyways, he is cool, Major Bob. Well, all right, I'm gonna end this. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in and staying up and all of that stuff. You know, thank you. Thank you for the support that you've shown Bam and shown Kiss. And we ain't going nowhere. We'll be around. I don't know if we need to plan on doing something for Christmas. Just don't know. We can talk about it. I guess whenever one of us goes live, I thought there was some really good ideas. I was actually looking forward to participating in that live stream. Don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm definitely willing to facilitate, you know, a live stream myself if that's what if that's what we need to do. Um, on on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or both. Definitely willing to do that. I don't really have a plan. I don't really know what we could talk about other than just being grateful for what we have and who we have around us and whatever else. But and I don't know who in the chat or who's going to hear this video that uh, would be willing to reach out to others of our friends that think that they somehow, for some reason, can't come back or whatever the case is. But just put the word out, and everybody's welcome here. Um, we'll just try to put some positive vibes out there, and you know, do what we originally intended, to do. So, all right, kids. Very good, very good. So,
Oh, and Kiss, I forgot to tell you, you may not realize that you can send me private messages in Pinterest.
it was good to see you, hippie chick. Good to see you, Lady Rich, Green Eyes, Joe Madre. Anybody I missed? I don't think I missed anybody.
You got Joe,
Back
Green
Joe,
Eyes.
Lady Rich, Kiss.
She didn't hear me.
Oh,
Just if you need to get a message to Bedtime or myself, you can send me a message. You can send me a private message in Pinterest. I don't know if you knew that.
so yeah. All right, guys. Well, yeah, which, yep,
I got back right at the end. Smoked my last cigarette.
yeah. And, you guys can always connect on WhatsApp too, right? I mean,
Well,
I
no,
don't know
because
if
we
you-
don't have numbers right now.
Huh?
We don't have each other's numbers.
Oh, okay.
You have to have numbers to do that.
I don't know what that means.
No numbers. In WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. I think I see.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Good
All
night,
right,
Baby
guys.
Chick. Good night, Lady Witch. Good
Yeah.
night, Green Eyes. Good night, Kiss My Ex. Good night, John Boy.
And once again, Kiss, thank you for going live today. That was awesome. Really, really, really appreciate it. And, thanks, Witch, for being here. Thanks, Madre, for being here. Thank you, Kiss, for being here. Thank you, Green Eyes, for being here. And we'll see you soon. And be careful out there.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
And in our friends' honor, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. No, I'm not stealing this. I'm just borrowing it. Take care of each other. In 5,